Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go from Kansas City. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Jones on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is George Karlaftis. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And it's caught on the right side by Sutton. Get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd, they need 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more.
He gets free, and he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is awesome. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge. Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down. That's exactly the case here.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
He did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Returnable for Remigio. Yeah, and how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. First time they had it, they scored a touchdown and added the 2-point conversion on top. So an 8-0 advantage as they work with it here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he is out of bounds, but the fake worked, picking up the 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Good work there to get this back close to a 1st down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. It's Kelce. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body, incomplete. And he will score. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very 1st quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. That's going to be tough. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
16. Broncos nothing. to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Next, from the gun, on 3rd down. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes with the punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo. We'll start this one with 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw is Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Right back to the end for Mahomes. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's another Kansas City.
Mahomes now to throw again. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mahomes. He'll buy time left. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They convert with a gain of 15. 1st down throw. Mahomes flushed to his right. He'll take off again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Hicks. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A run with Harvey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. One quarter in the books. 22-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. With the Chiefs.
2nd down. Nix. That's taken in. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
We hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Throw across his body is complete, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Rolling right. 3rd and 11. Mahomes. Flushed to his left. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Forced to his right. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll run again.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. On the move left. He'll try and get there up, and he will power his way into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man, get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence.
Oh, they're honoring a flash, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Mims sent in motion here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
This one is hauled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Makes the score Chiefs 30, Broncos 7.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. It's a gain of 34.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them. on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
Out to his right. Now he'll run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he's got another one. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further.
37, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Left side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And did the Chiefs get it? They did.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game. These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback to keep him in the pocket. He is more dangerous when he's able to escape. Keep the integrity of your rush lanes. Rush as a unit. You can see here, when you don't, he gets out of the pocket, and it's a big play.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, Man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one?
And this will pay off. It is caught. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. So this is going to be the final play of the half. No time left on the clock. They'll try to add 2 more to this lead before halftime. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Harvey. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6. And the Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 6.
Throwing is Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Another Broncos 1st down.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. It is brought in the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Chiefs offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He runs with it. Oh, yeah.
Number 15, Patrick Mahomes on the keeper.
And that last run sets a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback. It was set by Justin Fields when he was with the Bears. He had 178 on the ground in 2022. This game tops that. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes back, moving to his right. Now he takes off, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. Looking just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage. On the run to the right. Now he'll run it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. Exiting the pocket right. 3rd and a long way to go. Now Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Throw it. Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. Mahomes on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Mahomes now to throw on second down. He keeps it himself. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. Referee signals that they will continue the drive, converting by a yard on 4th and 5. Here's Mahomes. Forced out wide. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Patrick to throw. Forced out left. He's going to run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. On second down, Mahomes. Moving left, he'll tuck it and take off. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
Taking off.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Here's Mahomes. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. They'll bring up second and goal. Now the Chiefs call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Moving outside the pocket. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
The previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge not successful, and on top of that, they are now down to just one timeout remaining.
Yellow, yellow! Right.
Third and goal, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
It's a turnover on downs.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Play action now. It's Nix. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Rolling right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Forced to his right, and that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. On 1st down, it's Harvey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the play. 1st down.
Handoff now for Harvey. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
Ball on the play. Recovered by the Chiefs.
Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out to his right. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. The shotgun, a throw from Minshew. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Draw play here for Harvey. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Nix going to keep it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to sneak it here. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now hand up. That's Harvey running left. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made him comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. Now it is 1st and goal. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get into the end zone. Tyler Bidet. Touchdown, Denver.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will get just a bit closer. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but
so right now, there's got to be a pretty honest conversation on the sideline between the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. They've got to come up with a way to get this guy blocked, and whether it's extra bodies at the line of scrimmage or different protection calls, whatever they got to do, they cannot continue to let one guy wreck the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Minshew. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
Complete to Travis.
Minshew going to look to throw again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead. Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And this will be a Bucs first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Right back to Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
From the gun on. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. Officially a 29-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. This will be returned from the other. The biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Around the globe, wherever wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their card just even a couple weeks ago. When we look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He runs with it.
Josh Allen. A gain of 9 yards.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. A throw on the move is caught.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Moving to his right, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throw on the run is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, it's May. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. Has completed to Douglas. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. And that's going to bounce out of bounds, giving them a short field to work with here. The Patriots offense about ready to get going on theirs.